Alright, Hobo, so over there you see there's a 7-Eleven, and right in front of us we have a market where everyone gets all their food. Over there you see the Laos embassy. Some of you can make out that flag, that's the Laos flag and all that. Over here is the Cambodian embassy, and here is a construction site. This is a big construction site. Now, what I want to do is, I thought it would be cool to show you guys this now, and maybe come back in 6 months or a year when there's a huge condo here, like a passage of time, like actually documenting history. I don't know, I'm crazy like that. So, come in, gather around. Whoa, this thing is crazy. I got my little coffee mocha here. My little roti, which I believe is a snack they eat a lot in India. I've been to India for about 2 years. I don't think I've ever actually eaten roti there, but the Thais love to make that. Anyways, I wanted to address some of the questions my fans had. Well, see, that thing almost broke. First, check this out. This is a picture of my daughter that was hand-drawn by pencil by a monk. See, his signature is there on the bottom. It's pretty amazing, isn't that? That's pencil, hand-drawn, just by looking at my daughter. I found it in this book where I keep my notes for you guys. Alright, so here we go. Let's answer little hoBRO family, my hobo family. You're going to answer some of your questions. So, first of all, ABS Ahmed says, do you have a Twitter? Yes, I do have a Twitter. It's @JudeSWalco. It's the same as my Instagram. Now you guys are almost taking me up to 15,000 followers on Instagram. That's awesome. I love you guys for that. Keep doing it. I'll put original content, original pictures on Instagram. I'll try to put original stuff on Twitter, and I'll always link it to my YouTube so you guys can, you know, I'm new at this social media stuff relatively, so bear with me while I get all this stuff organized. So Swaz says, you should explain yourself. Like, what do you do when you're in Thailand? I really only know you from Roman Atwood, and see you making the movie. Next thing you know, you're vlogging in Thailand. Well, that's a good point, and some of you have seen my vlogs. Check out Confessions of a Hollywood Hobo. That tells you a lot about what I'm doing. I'll put a link down there in the description for you guys. But basically, yes, I do live in Thailand. When I'm not traveling the world shooting movies, like Natural Born Pranksters was the last one I did, for example, where some of you know me from Dennis Rohde, Vitaly, Roman Atwood, Chase Gilroy. I'm traveling and I'm shooting movies, but when I'm not doing that, I'm here with my family, who you can look at my vlogs and you can meet some of my wife, my daughter, my son, and see my family. So the answer is yes. I chill here, I relax here, I have a home here, I rent an apartment. I used to have a business. I've shot several movies, about 7 films here in Thailand. It's just where I come to relax. It's a beautiful place. Keep watching my vlogs to learn more about Thailand. We'll get into that. Now, Scott Ryan and Matthew Cheng and HAON and /HAMC and Fat Kiki all say, do you live in Thailand? And more specifically, Bangkok. Well, yes, I think we just answered that. I'm in Bangkok right now. This actually where we're sitting is Bangkok. And I'll probably be here through Christmas, maybe New Year's. And then, as always happens, I get a call and they say, hey Jude, can you come shoot blah, blah, blah. Can you get on a plane and be somewhere right away? Okay, and I do, and that's what happens. So, but for now, I'm pretty sure it's usually slow during the holiday months. So I'm gonna chill here with my family, vlog with you guys, and then take you on to the next movie set or the next adventure. Who knows what's gonna happen next. So a lot of you have addressed about me speaking Thai. Here's a couple of them. Jonathan R says, do you know the language they are speaking? Tyler Ryder says, how long did it take you to learn the Thai language? Bro, Colossal Squirt says, what does it smell like there? That's an interesting question. And also, do you speak the language there? Mudassir Hussein says, where did you learn to speak the language? James Bird says, do you speak fluent Thai, Jude? And Combo King says, hey hoBRO, do you speak the language over there? The answer is, Put Pasat Thai Nit Noi Dai Ka, which means I can speak a little bit of Thai, a little bit. Now, I have a great story that I'll tell you guys one day about how when my wife was pregnant with my daughter, I had to travel from America, from LA, across the world to Thailand and make my way up to northern Thailand without speaking only about 2 words of Thai, and that was really interesting. But to sort of clump all these questions together, the answer is yes, I speak conversational Thai. I'm by no means fluent. I can read it to some degree. I learned the alphabet and I can put words together, but then I don't necessarily know what the words are. But it's a constant process. I've been here for 15 years and I'm learning constantly. I haven't really dedicated time specifically to learning Thai, but when your daughter and your son and your wife and everything that you know is Thai, you start to pick up on it, which is why I can speak conversational Thai. I could probably speak for about an hour without choking up on words. But once you get to that, you know, past the like 6th grade level of Thai, I'm lost. But I can understand about 80% of it, and I can have a conversation with anyone about anything. It's just a very elementary level conversation because I don't know the big words yet. So that should answer your questions there. Our Dart Swing says, are those your kids or are they adopted? hoBRO, it'd be cool if you can teach us some Thai as you walk through these streets. And I think that's a very good suggestion. In fact, while I'm here, everywhere I travel, I want to teach you guys a little bit something about the culture, because that's part of my thing. You guys should travel. I said this in my Confessions of a hoBRO. Get out and see something. It doesn't matter where you go, what you see, just something different than what you're normally used to. So I love that idea, and I started doing that. If you guys look at my video where my daughter is the drum major, I started to put little words in there like sisom, which is color orange. Sisom, and Thai is reversed from English. Like we say the orange color, they say the color orange, and things like that. They put adjectives after the nouns and stuff, so it's pretty much reverse of the way we do it. So that takes some time to flip in your mind. But other languages, maybe the country where you're from also does that, but it's harder for us. Also, Thai language has intonations: up, down, up, flat, and up and down. So there's 5, so it's difficult. But back to the question. Those are my kids, my daughter, Priya Marie, and my son, Orion Joseph. And they have nicknames, which is, my son's called Monkey Dog, and my daughter's called Fa, or Nong Fa, which means angel. But her original name is Fa because when she was born, her eyes were blue. So Fa, Si Fa. Si is color, remember that. Fa is blue. Si Fa is blue. She had blue eyes, and they slowly turned to brown, but they kept the blue ring on the outside. But yes, those gorgeous kids, they belong to me. I don't know how I made them. DNA, probably my wife's side. You know how that works. Giovanni Gomez says, does your family travel with you? Generally, they do not travel with me. However, we have gone together to some places. They went to India for a month to visit Kamal Hassan. My Indian fans know all about my long adventures with Kamal Hassan in South India. They stayed there. We've been to Laos. They say Lao here. You guys say Laos, but it's really Lao. We went to Cambodia and stuff like that. But in general, when I'm working, even if I'm in Thailand, I don't see them, because if any of you guys ever been on a movie set, it's a minimum 12-hour day. It can be a 20-hour day. Sometimes you sleep 3 or 4 hours a day for months on end. Really difficult job. And as a producer, I don't have time because I'm sort of pulling all the puppet strings and trying to make it work. And if we're shooting splits, people are calling me both day and night, so it's difficult. So the answer is no. They don't travel because I wouldn't get to see them anyway. So that's why I like this chill time. After I'm done shooting, I can come back to Thailand, relax, and spend quality time with my family, and now with my hoBROs, which is my hoBRO family. All right. Sounds of Street Music says, I want to move there with $75,000 US. Can I survive? Well, it's all relative, of course. You know, if you go start burning $100 bills and snorting coke and all that stuff, probably not. But if you're a normal person and you could survive a lot on $75,000 a year in Thailand. In fact, a big house, you asked about houses, a big, huge house is maybe 2 million Thai baht, which is $60,000 US, and that's like a 4-bedroom double-decker swimming pool, maid, chef, all that stuff. It's pretty cheap here in Thailand. But Bangkok is a little more expensive because it's like New York City or San Francisco or London, so the prices are higher. But you can live very well in Thailand on very little money relative to the Western world, including the United States and UK and places, Australia, places like that. John Smith says, Thai girls are freaking hot, hook me up. And Matt Birch says, wow, girls, wow. Well, yeah, that's why I married one. I mean, what are you gonna do? It's Thailand, bro. hoBRO, it's Thailand. They're Thai girls. I'm speechless. What can I say? You guys figure that out on your own. Come to Thailand. You can hook yourself up. It's beautiful women everywhere. What can I say? Black and Yellow says, food. I always find the occasional food vlog entertaining. Well, that's cool. I mean, here you go. Here's some food right here. Let's try this roti. It's amazing. They put condensed milk on there, some sort of butter concoction, and some powdered sugar. But yes, I'm gonna put some food vlogs up because Thailand has some amazing food to eat. I've already recorded a few that I'm editing together. I'll get to those right away, Black and Yellow. This is a good one. Heaven's Craft and Oscar the Machine both have similar suggestions. They say, ask Roman Atwood Vlogs to give you a shout out, and similarly Vitaly and Dennis and Chase Gilroy. So the answer to that is that's all good, and those guys are my friends, so I would never ask them, I would never push that on them, because it doesn't work that way. I mean, we're hoBROs and we're starting a little hoBRO family, and if they're fans like me, that's awesome, but I'm different from them. I don't necessarily do pranks. It's a different world, so I wouldn't impose that upon them. Now if it happens naturally, awesome, and in fact I'm sure that we'll do collabs with those guys, because they're good friends of mine and I contact them all the time, and I'm trying to get them to Thailand and stuff like that, so that will happen, but I'm not going to push my channel on them. It doesn't work that way. It's not very professional to do that. But shout out to Mr. Roman. Thank you, Mr. Roman. Dennis Rohde, go check him out. And Mr. Deeds and Chase Gilroy Vlogs and Vitaly. All you guys know Crazy Vitaly. All right, so and forgive me if I mispronounce your names. I'm sure I'll do that a lot, unfortunately. Dino Fazlik says, so did you travel to Bosnia and Herzegovina? No, I haven't. I would love to do that. Victor Solund, or is it Sjolund? I don't know. Either the J or the O is probably silent on that, or the S. I don't know. Have you ever been to Sweden? No, I have not. It is on the list. It looks amazing. It's one of the places I do want to visit. AMR DDD, or Triple D, says, hey hoBRO, did you ever go to Israel? And are you an atheist? Well, I've never been to Israel. I've been to Jordan, which is very close geographically. I mean, I was right across the river. I saw the Dead Sea and the River Jordan and all that stuff. I could see Israel and all that. So no, I haven't been to Israel proper, but I would like to go as well. Someday I'll hopefully go. And am I an atheist? Interesting question. No, I am. I don't know how to answer that. I mean, I'm 42, and it's a constantly evolving thing. Am I an atheist? No, not necessarily. Do I believe in a religion? Not necessarily. I was raised a Catholic. I was actually in the seminary to be a priest for a long time. We'll get into that some other time. But I don't necessarily believe in structured religion. I just believe in being good to people. You know, karma comes back to you. It doesn't have to be structured in a particular religion. I don't want to get into all of that because some of you are religious. That's okay if that's something you believe in. Some of you aren't. That's also okay. But me particularly, I'm just a spiritual guy. I love everybody. I like to be loved. I think there's a bigger picture that we don't know about, but who's responsible? I don't know. I'm just a hoBRO. I don't know. Kareem Gashan says, glad to hear that you have visited Jordan. How was that? Well, I just mentioned that, and that was for a movie called Vishwarupam. We did 1 and 2 with Kamal Hassan, the guy I mentioned earlier. And yeah, it was an amazing experience. We shot with the Royal Jordanian Air Force and the military there. We had helicopters and Humvees and soldiers, and the landscape is beautiful. It's amazing. You guys can probably find some of those videos on YouTube. It's called Vishwarupam. Look out some of the behind the scenes. You'll see me. You'll see all of Jordan. Beautiful, gorgeous place. I would love to go back someday. And maybe while I'm there, I'll skip over to Israel and check that out. Copa Sour says, aside from NBP, which is Natural Born Pranksters, what is your favorite movie you have helped produce? Well, that's a good question. You know, I've produced probably 30 films, and I've been on another 50 that I've worked on, and probably another 30 that I've been in some capacity not credited as. And I'd have to say that my favorite one is one called The Bite-Sized Adventures of Sam Sandwich for Disney. And that was a stop-motion animation, and that's because I'm a big fan of stop-motion animation. In fact, you see my Cal Arts shirt. Those of you who know Tim Burton, John Lasseter, all those guys, and the history of Pixar and all that, and Disney. I mean, I love stop-motion animation. So again, on YouTube, I'm pretty sure you can find those. If you go look it up, again, it's called The Bite-Sized Adventures of Sam Sandwich. Check it out. I produced that. It's a great little thing about eating healthy. Show it to your kids. You guys will love it. Okay. Hannah Louise and Dylan Musgrove both say, are you really homeless? Well, obviously, I'm sitting in a field eating scraps. No, I'm just kidding. I am not homeless, you guys. I'm not really homeless. I addressed this in some other vlogs, but the answer is no. That was an act for the NBP and also for Roman Atwood's vlogs. But the answer is no. I'm a producer, director, writer, actor, and all that. I have a beautiful family, And in Thailand, it'd be impossible to be homeless because people are so nice here. Even if you were actually homeless, they would give you a place to live. It's a beautiful place of sharing and community like that. And I'm fortunate not to be homeless. Now, does that mean that I do not like my hoBRO act? No, I love that guy. He's a character. He's a persona that I have. I have many of those. And I think there were a lot of fans of the hoBRO, and he's going to keep making appearances. And I think we could perhaps connect with real homeless people and do some charity work and go see him, and maybe the hoBRO can go check him out. There's different things we can do with that character. So let's do it. Now, Alexis Taylor says, why do you act like you're homeless, wear the same clothes, and never clean shaved? Well, the reason is this. I'm a firm believer in being yourself. So I'm a bit of a rebel. I'm from Georgia. We'll get to that in a second. But yeah, I believe in being yourself. So I don't like people to say to me, oh, you got to shave if you want to come to this meeting. You know, when I was young, I was offered a job at a big bank in America, and they said, you got to cut your hair. And I said, okay, this job's not for me. And that's just me being myself. For some of y'all, that works. For example, if you go in the military, you be a police, you got to cut your hair, you got to shave. But not me, man. I'm a producer. I made it this far. I made it 20 years in the business being myself. I will continue to be myself. And myself is hobo chic. That's what I rock. Check me out. I got long hair, I got tats, I got a beard. I look like I just rolled out of a dumpster. Hey, dumpster nachos, they're great, man. You should try some. Alright, so Nacho Cheese said, has anyone ever tried to give you money? No, but feel free to give me money. Send your money to... I'm just kidding. No one's ever tried to give me money. And if they did, I would give it right back. Or I'd go find a real homeless guy and give it to. I don't need your money. I don't want your money. I want your friendship is what I want. That's worth more than any money could buy. Midnight Cooking says, so I wonder, what college did you go to if you went to college, and other things about your childhood? Well, I did go to college. I went to the University of Georgia in Athens, Georgia. Go Dogs! Sick 'em dogs. Which reminds me, my buddies Jimmy Knight and Alex Sylvester say Georgia. Yeah, Georgia. I'm all about Georgia. I grew up in Georgia. We'll get into that in some other vlog. Georgia Bulldogs all the way. My childhood, I was in a seminary, sort of like if you guys ever saw those movies, they're like sort of Harry Potter type school. I was in a school like that, where it was very strict and you had to wear ties and everything was like military precision. I was in the seminary for 6 years before I went to college, and that went on and on and on. So anyways, interesting stuff about me. Now finally, just to wrap up, guys, so I want to give a couple shout outs to some of my hoBROs across the world. First of all, YOLO Billy, George Barcenas, Shut the Fuck Up and Watch the Video, Mally, Leonardo da Vinci, all you mofos and me, we're gonna have dumpster nachos someday, guarantee it. Liquid, I want you to come with me. We're gonna take us on this journey, Liquid, just like you suggested. And now a quick shout out to all my hoBROs: Manuel Rospigliosa in Lima, Peru, Hilman Azim, Malaysia. You will never get this 7, Canada. You will never get this 7, Canada. John Smith in Guam, Otto Chacon in Honduras, Crazy Spaz 771, Australia, Richard Dudley, England, Jamie Gilmore 3, Scotland, Pablo Salamone, Argentina, Eric Ovestad, Norway, Rust 82, Russia, Jonathan R, Sweden, Sergio Alegria, Portugal, Rick Kramer, Netherlands, and New Zealand King, obviously. New Zealand, my hoBROs, I love y'all. Don't forget to subscribe down there. Check out my other links. Make sure you keep hitting my IMDb. Check out my profile, my movies. I'll see you guys. Look for more vlogs from Thailand and around the world. Love y'all guys. Much love and respect. Peace.